Hello everyone, this is Sorcerer Kit, and happy Halloween! Wait, no, it's August. Happy pre-Halloween! Although if you're like me, every month is Halloween month, or every season is Halloween season. I mean, come on guys, Halloween's awesome. And especially in this game, Twisted Wonderland, Halloween is always a major event. I mean, they even switch up the title screen for Halloween, for crying out loud. And right now, we have a rerun or an encore event of A Twisted Halloween Spectral Soiree, or basically the sequel to the first Halloween event. And we have quite a bit to go over, and I do apologize for the late video. You have to understand, this is different than what Japan got. In Japan, this was 5 weeks. However, for us, it's only 2 weeks. And there was a lot of information that just was not present in in-game news and also online. It was just so many unsure variables that I kind of had to wait till the news was out and this event was going. And even then, I had to play around a little bit. And it's interesting how they're handling this, but I think I have everything now. That way we can just go over the event and I can explain to new players how you can get characters and everything like that. So let's go ahead and get started. Now first, let's begin with the story. As Halloween draws to a close, the students of Night Raven College turn in for some well-deserved rest. Now, I've worked Halloween Horror Nights in Universal for like 5 years, so I could totally relate to this. But any thoughts of life returning to normal are shattered when some students suddenly vanish. If that wasn't strange enough, the night never seems to give way to morning, trapping the survivors in an endless night. For those who remain must answer an invitation and investigate the spectral realm. So yes, it never goes past midnight, or actually it never strikes midnight if I remember correctly. And we receive an invitation to go into the spectral realm and investigate and collect shards and try and find the missing students. Now, obviously, the characters from last year are missing, so we have to go and find them. So the story will have mostly battles with one sort of twist tune at the very end. So it's going to be a majority of it's going to be battle related. Now, how to play. Now, you unlock stories by completing lessons. So you're not gathering currency from lessons this time. You're just unlocking stories by completing a number of lessons. You will earn mirror fragments and ghost buckets from story events and stamp missions to unlock goodies and to go for the stores and everything. Now, like I said, this contains mostly battles with one twist tune. Now, exclusive cards. Now, this round, we're going to get Sebek, Ortho, Floyd, Jamil, and Ace as our free cards for this round. Now, I bet you're thinking,
but wait, you have Kaleem as the title card. What's up with that?
I will get to that. Yeah, that was definitely one of the unknown elements to this event that I had to look up. Now, if my numbers are correct, now remember, these numbers are subject to change. This is something I had to go online. You can unlock Sebek at episode 1, part 16, Ortho, episode 2, part 9, Floyd, episode 3, part 20, Jamil, episode 4, part 6, and Ace, episode 5, part 16. Now, this is definitely subject to change, is what I found online. If you get it sooner, that's fantastic. But once you get these cards, there's really no temporary. Once you get these cards, they're yours. You won't lose them. So that's a plus. Now, stamp examples. Now, I, I really have no idea what the stamps will look like. Like I said, this is different than what Japan got, where they got 5 rounds, we're only getting 2 rounds. So this is just going to be what the screen's going to look like. It's going to have like a bingo card sort of layout. However, if you don't want that, you can always click the list view to see what you need to do in order to complete the objectives or the missions. So keep that in mind. Now, bucket shop items. Wow, I'm sorry. I guess I must have death on the brain because of the whole Halloween Spectral thing. So, one of the currencies you'll be collecting are these ghost buckets. And that you can get all these sort of goodies, like the spell bundles for all elements, jars of honey, star shards, the works. You'll also be able to buy more copies of the free characters, such as Ortho, Sabek, Jamil, Floyd, and Ace. And, these will appear once the card is permanent. In this case, these will appear in the shop once you get the card. Next, we have the Mirror Shard items. Now, it was hard to find an image of the Mirror Shard, so you're just going to have to stick with the shop icon. Now, I want to draw your focus to the witch icon, like the costume icon. That's what you're going to need for groovifying the free cards. You can buy that at the shop. Make sure make sure that's your top priority, because you can't really groovify these costumes without that. You'll also be able to buy all the backgrounds you'll see in this event, as well as the SSR perfume and a bundle of Thermarks and honey. Sorry, I see the M. I want to call it muddle, but it's actually not. Gosh, this game is throwing me off when it comes to that. Next, we have the showcases. Now, I suggest skipping these in general, especially if you're a veteran like me who's been playing since day one. I would skip these and save it for the Masquerade. However, because of how they set this up, which I think is cruel, you may want to consider. So, if there was a character to get on here, I would get Ruggy. One of Ruggy's spell is HP regen, which, if you know me, I find that one of the most useful spells, as well as HP restoration. So that way you can help, with major boss battles. Especially if you're a beginner, you're definitely going to need that spell. So if you must draw on these, and some might actually in the next slide, or in the next couple of slides, I'll explain that. Go for Ruggy. Don't even go for the SSRs. Just go for Ruggy, drop a tenfold, and go about your day. So, there is a banner that's exclusively for the Halloween, the Terrorist Trending Showcase. And on that banner, you get to actually pick up coins with every draw you do. And you use those coins or tokens to get one of the free characters that we got on that day. So it's Deuce, Epple, Idia, Kalim, and Malleus, who were the free characters. And you can actually purchase these after you get the tokens from the showcase. So they did sort of make it that we have to spend gems in order to get these characters. I think it's cruel, but have a look and see which character you want, if you want any of them. I mean, Kalim is super cute as a werewolf. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so happy I got him in the previous year. But yeah, that's how you can get the free characters, by spending gems. I know it really sucks for new players, but I'm afraid that's just how it is. Now, time for the plus part of this event guide. So, Uh, Back in April, it was announced that Twisted Wonderland was going to have a festival, Twisted Wonderland Fest, or Twist, or Twistweld Fest. I'm trying to read the initialism. It's not even an acronym at this point. It's just an initialism. So, so between April and now, they've been releasing artwork and merchandise for this festival. Now, other than that, not much has been released as far as detail-wise, other than it's going to be a live concert and the entire cast is going to be there. So this is going to be big, guys. I think this is when we finally will get more information on the anime. You know, the anime that was announced back in October of 2021 and seems to have not have been announced or talked about ever since. Like, they said, oh, by the way, we're totally going to give you an anime for Twisted Wonderland. And we're all like, yay! And then nothing. Like, seriously, nothing. So I think this is where they're going to announce the anime, and also where they're planning on taking the game, because they just released the last part of Book 7, I believe. And I think this is where they're going to announce the expansion. And I hope they expand to other schools, like Royal Sword Academy, or all that jazz. We're just going to have